Hi everyone, my name is Bhavishya. In this lecture, we will see RIP version 1 and why it is called Classful Routing Information Protocol and how it automatically summarizes the network boundaries and why it doesn't do well with the subnet information. Okay, so for this was our previous topology. Here to understand this, let us make our router 1 subnet. So and it is slash 24. Let's make it slash 25, right? And to further do this, we have to configure it, and let's configure it. So first what we are going to do is, first let us remove the configuration we have did before. So the configuration we have enabled it with, initially it was with route. Initially it was with our RIP, and then it was our IP address. So I've already configured it, so we are going to just revise it to save our times. Okay, so configure terminal, and to remove the RIP, we use this command no router RIP. By this, we remove the RIP. After that, we'll go to interface fastnet 0/0 and we will remove the IP address, the one which was initially slash 24. And now we here give the new IP address. IP address 192.168.10 dot. Let's suppose 126. After that, subnet mask 255.255.255.128, which is two subnets, right? After that, hmm, after this we'll show the running. After this, we'll see the running configuration. Here, as you can see, the running configuration. The IP we have configured for this is this. Okay, well and great. After this, we will give the routing information protocol for our new IP that we have given. So router RIP, we'll configure this for this network 192.168.10.0 and this 20.0 means this and this one, right? After this, I will also passive this switch one to save our bandwidth. Okay. After after this, what we will do is, let's see the show IP RIP protocols. In this, the most important thing to note here is this particular one. That is our automatic network summarization. When we talk about our RIP version 1, it runs on automatically summarizing the network boundaries. What does this mean? This means that when we use this command in RIP version 1, as RIP version 1 doesn't have the subnet field, so it basically summarizes the network. Let's suppose here the network is subnetted, but it will send us the major network information, not the subnetted one, because it doesn't have a subnet field. Okay, so when we use this command, this is an important point to understand too. When you use this command in RIP version 1 show IP protocols, this will doesn't this will not it doesn't tell you which network is being received. I'll repeat, it doesn't tell you which network is being received. It will only tell you IP, what is IP of who is sending you the update. Okay, so it is not telling us the network being received, but telling us who is sending the update. Okay, now what we will do is we'll see it for our router 2. So have a look here. As you can see, yes, here it is still giving me /24, not /25. If I look here, it is telling me /25 in router 1, right? But in router 2 it is giving me /24. Why? Because it automatically summarizes the network boundaries. Okay, it doesn't have any subnet field. Now this was the very first example. Let's take another example. So in the first example I gave IP address 192.168.10.126 here, and the subnet was /25. Let's take a different example. Okay, so let's suppose first we have to remove it, right? So we will remove it via this command, no router rip, and interface no IP address. So now this older one is purged. Now let's add new one, IP address 10.0.0.1, and in subnet mask 255.255.255.252, right? When we are using 252, the block size is 4 and the subnet is /30. Yes. Now let's give the router rip. So we are giving this networks and 192.168.20.0 and network 192 and network 10.0.0.0, this new one, and we'll also pass up this switch. After this, let's see the show running configuration. Here, as you can see, this is the network that we have gave, right? After this, we will see the show IP protocol. Here, as you can see, it tells me /30, right? As we have given 255 dot subnet mask 255.255.255.252, so it's giving me /30, right? But when I look at router 2 and it is getting advertised, let's see what it gives us. So it gives us /8 because it is summarizing the network boundary. Why it is doing this? Because it doesn't have the subnet field in router version 1, and this is why it is called as classful routing protocol. Who? RIP version 1. In RIP version 2 we have subnet field, but in router RIP version 1 we don't have it. So what basically it does is, here, even if the network is subnetted, as in this case the network was subnetted, a network was 10.0.0.1/30, right? It sends us the major network information, not the one originally, not the one which was subnetted, right? So this was it for this lecture. I hope you enjoyed the classful routing protocol, aka RIP version 1's video. See you in the next one.